Dear distinguished guests, esteemed members of the World Bank Group, development partners, private sector, civil society, and everyone who's participating today. It brings me great pleasure that I'm with you for the Innovate4Climate in the 7th edition, a very important gathering that brings together all stakeholders to discuss the most imminent and important issues that affect us every day. Although the whole world is collectively cooperating to find suitable, sustainable solutions to the compounded crises that the world is currently facing, climate change, development, and innovation are three interlinked expressions where the international community and developing countries are trying to determine the best equation to achieve them. Here comes the importance of partnerships by all players to achieve economic development that would include climate change targets through innovation. Addressing both development and climate change issues would require innovation in finance, technology, as well as different models of partnerships and philanthropy. Finance is at the heart of what all of us need to be working together on to combat climate change. Mitigation, adaptation, loss and damage, as well as climate technology all require sufficient funds to function properly and to yield desired results, which require the engagement of IFIs, governments, central banks, commercial banks, institutional investors, private sector, as well as other financial actors. Involving the private sector expertise in the development of private and private-public finance solutions can support climate action and encourage private participation in the green transition. Ladies and gentlemen, the Egyptian government through the last decade has successfully passed several economic reforms that have stood buffers against the current global crises. In this regard, in 2015, we issued the National Climate Change Council, which was also updated in 2019. Moreover, and more recently, in May 2022, Egypt demonstrated its adherence to the Paris Climate Agreement through its National Climate Change Strategy. And this strategy was key in bringing up together our country platform, the nexus of water, food, and energy, which we launched during COP27, and were able to mobilize financing from the different partners in order to push our climate action. The climate agenda has been on the forefront of global priorities, and Egypt hosts and takes the presidency of COP27, and there has been plenty that we pushed during our meetings here in Sharm el-Sheikh. As I mentioned, in the pursuit of achieving a more innovative, coordinated approach with our development partners, philanthropists, and private sector, our country platform, the Nexus of Water, Food, and Energy, the Innovate4 program, was launched as a platform to mobilize climate investments. In Arabic, Innovate4 translates into fulfilling pledges, and this is exactly what the government of Egypt is set out to do and deliver to the people for a more resilient and inclusive future. Our goal goes beyond Innovate4's national success. Innovate4 aims at sparking hope of what is being done in Egypt and also could be replicated and scaled up regionally and globally. Moreover, and in line with the global sentiment for a financial cooperative governance framework, Egypt has launched at COP27 an international framework for innovative finance titled the Sharm el-Sheikh Guidebook for Just Financing. It's a framework that aims to move global commitments into action and provides the how of how we can move blended finance into projects in an investable way. I would like to express my appreciation to the World Bank's Group constructive and long-lasting partnership with the government of Egypt towards achieving its Sustainable Development Goals, Vision 2030, as well as our 2050 climate strategy. In alignment with our national efforts, Egypt newly launched its country partnership, the CPF, with the World Bank Group, particularly focusing on the objectives to strengthen Egypt's adaptation to climate change and mitigation measures under potential areas identified within our Egypt Country Climate and Development Report, the CCDR, which was also launched at COP27. Moreover, with IFC and others, we are working to develop new sustainable cities, and the first showcase of the APEX application at COP27 to create a global conversation around priorities for decarbonizing larger cities. Also, with EBRD's Green Cities Initiatives, a flagship program launched in 2016 to support cities in its transition to a green, low-carbon, and resilient future through targeted investments, policy action, as well as building capacity. Finally, during COP, we also launched a global competition for innovators, Climate Tech Run. Most of the runner-ups worked on adaptation solutions, and we were very happy to announce the winners at COP27. In conclusion, climate change demands swift and collective response from all stakeholders. It is time to move from pledges to implementation, and we are gathered to outrun climate change together through innovation. Thank you.